Ladies and gentlemen, members and friends.
Hello.
Lockie's got about 50% more energy than I do today.
Yeah.
We're going for it. We're going for it. We're getting into it. I'm warming up. He's warming down.
Yeah.
So I did see Lockie about 3 hours ago, and you looked like you were trying to warm up. You were a bit bleary.
I was trying to focus. Yes.
Yeah. But now it's time for whiskey.
Yes, it is.
It's time to open not one, but two bottlings from the SMWS archive at Whisky and Alement, 270 Russell Street. Open 4 p.m. every day.
Exactly.
We're really excited by this. We're excited we've got two archive bottlings to open this month, and they share a theme. There's a theme going on here, isn't there?
Yeah. Well,
tell us how you picked them.
Well, these I decided to do two, I guess, cleaner spirits from less active casks at a young age, so we can actually see some real cool malt spirit character. Especially because this month you're celebrating boilermaker, so pairing a beer and whiskey.
Yep.
So we are talking purely about grain, right? We're talking about grain flavor, where that spirit character comes from. And so that's kind of the theme for this month.
Awesome.
But we are also going to be opening more archive bottlings this year than ever before.
You heard that here. You heard that.
Yeah.
We're opening more archive. So all the goodies from the cabinet upstairs at Whisky and Alement that they've been collecting over the last 8 years or more is gradually being opened more and more, and that includes these two. One of which I saw a sticker was archived in 2017.
Yeah, that was 2017.
No, that one.
That one was also.
Oh, so they're both 2017. Okay.
Yeah.
So these would have been released same year, but this is when we started seeing livery changes to the bottlings.
Yeah.
From bold red code or bold code or plastic label, whatever you want to use, till we moved to flavour profile labels.
Yeah.
Same year, but let's get into them.
Yeah.
So which one would you go first?
I'd probably argue we go the 112 first.
Okay, let's go. So we can say the distillate name of this one, can't we?
Yes, Inchmurrin.
Inchmurrin. This is one of our favourite distilleries. I know it's one of your favourite distilleries.
Yeah,
You're a big fan of this distillery. I know that, and it's because I'm a huge fan of it, because I would wager that it's the most versatile distillery in Scotland.
It is probably one of the more interesting distilleries, I think, just in the grand scheme, grand scope of what they can achieve.
Do you want to pull the second one as well?
Yeah.
Let it open up in the glass a bit. I'll do the honours.
And it's just a distillery that I spent 5 hours at a distillery just trying to understand what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah,
it doesn't make
any sense. Like you can go to this distillery. It's not hard to get to. It's in the Highlands, and it's about, I can't remember how long it took me to drive there, but
45 minutes north of Glasgow, roughly.
Right, yeah.
In the little industrial complex of Dumbarton. Like a real out of the way kind of place, but is
Alexandria.
Yeah, just outside of Dumbarton.
I remember when I stayed the night there, because I went to the distillery that day, and I figured I'd just stay the night in the hotel nearby. And I stayed in this really beautiful little bed and breakfast that was like, felt like I was stepping into Grandma's closet from the 1950s. It's been doilies everywhere, and it was like, oh, this is great.
And the distillery doesn't look as pretty as most distilleries. It is a genuine industrial estate, right? It's an industrial distillery.
Holy hell, these are two... Okay, they're radically different, but first of all, the nose on that 112...
It's super peachy and creamy.
It just bounces out of the glass, though, doesn't it? It's so vibrant. It's just... I know it's young. So
it's a punchy one as well. I think it was 60%, 61...
60.5, yeah.
Yeah.
But full maturation in a second fill oak hogshead. So it's second fill, full maturation, 8-year-old. So young and refill gives you a lovely distillate character. It's so spirit forward.
Comparatively to that, the second one, which is from Distillery 11, is first fill bourbon for about 8 years.
I remember this coming out. I remember All Toasty and Cosy coming out because I hadn't seen an 11 in a while. And we see 11s very infrequently. The last time we saw them was actually our 20th anniversary of Australian branch.
Yes, it was.
20-year-old. There's a 20-year-old from Distillery 11. So,
it's super citrusy, that 11. A very, like a bitter lemon kind of thing.
Yeah. But I do get less that, like,
lemon
like
pith,
pine nettle.
pine nettle,
Like pine furniture and...
and pine sawdust as well.
Yeah. But then go back to that 112 again. What? That's just
It's
insane.
It's peaches and cream, and then with bacon bits.
Yeah, peaches and cream with bacon bits speckled on top.
Oh, it really does remind me why I love this distillery and why I love this spirit.
It's so funky and it's so like interesting and wild and
it can be challenging for a lot of people, and it is quite divisive as well. But if you want something complex and that's going to challenge you, go for some of the spirits from this distillery.
I always get a lot of tropical fruits out of that distillery as well.
111.
I'm just waiting for that to bounce out of the glass of it. I'm not getting as much.
It's more of the like underripe pineapple if there's any kind of tropical thing, but
I'm going to try a drop of water on that one.
I'm going to taste the 112.
Go for it.
So vibrant.
They're just both so lovely in their own way.
Fresh raspberries on the palate on that 112. Fresh raspberries,
like
green apricots.
It's so good to taste whiskey. I just want on this point. People, not so much anymore. Thankfully, whiskey education has progressed to a point where you don't need to focus on age statements as much, but it is good to focus on age statements a bit sometimes to go, what am I expecting here? Yeah. And younger whiskey like these, generally, you just get such a lovely distillate character.
Well, seeing as we are like trying to highlight the grain profile, both being malted barley spirits, distilled in two separate ways, two very different ways as well. This Inchmurrin spirit from this distillery is put through a straight neck still, so a plated still, where this is on a traditional swan neck pot still. This is meant to be quite heavy, right? And this is meant to be quite delicate and light. But there's still that bready, yeasty kind of character coming through on both. You can taste where the grain starts, right? There's starting to be more tropical fruit coming off that now. Now it's sat in glass. It's tinned pineapple.
These are both going to be on the bar at Whisky Alement, along with July Outturn. And July Outturn is shaping up to be very exciting. It's the month after Festival Outturn, but we've picked out some really lovely casks that will pair with amazing beers. And being at a bar called Whisky and Alement makes sense for you to try some boilermakers, of which Lachie's currently developing one.
I am.
As this big right now.
I might be doing more than one, but I'll work that out as we go along.
See how we go.
Yeah.
These are on the bar. Lachie, thank you so much.
No, absolute pleasure as always.
Whisky and Alement, 270 Russell Street.
Come and see us.
Come see us. 4 p.m. Every single day.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Sanjay Bar.